My name is Ashley Benavides.
My name is Arlin, and we're from the Dominican Republic.
We moved to Nantucket in 2020. So when we first came to the United States, we didn't speak English at all.
Nantucket does have one of the most diverse school districts in the state of Massachusetts, which is directly reflected in our membership base and the kids that we see come through our doors each day. Kids from different ethnicities, different countries, different languages, all the ways under the sun. I do think it would be surprising for some people to realize that we do have a population of kids where English is not their primary language spoken at home.
I couldn't communicate with many people. I was like afraid of getting it wrong. And so I would like just stay quiet most of the time. So it was like very challenging.
I remember that I was taking a class and I talked with one of my teachers about community service opportunities. And she said that the club was a great idea for me to start doing my community service hours there. And she also said that there was like work opportunities and they were looking for Spanish speakers.
So when I first walked into the club, I was feeling a little bit nervous because this was gonna be my first job. I could see the kids running around and that made me feel excited and like kinda at home because I have siblings in Dominican Republic.
I felt connected to them.
Ashley and Arlin's like direct impact on kids, and it has been since pretty much their first day, is having the ability to communicate with our primary Spanish-speaking kids here. They were able to interpret messages for us. They were able to make sure that those kids would have a lasting connection with a staff member that was here.
Guinea Equatorial.
They came to us with this idea for a Spanish club to help those kids who are having difficulty speaking English so they don't feel silly trying to learn English, and it's a very comfortable, safe space for them to do so.
Yeah.
It's to really help break down the language barriers that can arise here and also potentially at school.
Spanish Club in the reading pod. Spanish Club in the reading pod. Please walk.
There are a train of kids who wait for the twins to get here after school.
From time to time, there's kids that come into the club no speaking English at all. And they find that it's like a struggle for them to not be able to communicate with others because they think that it's like a language barrier. So when they come into the Spanish club, they say that it's like kind of a relief that they can express themselves to other people that are from the same country or maybe that share the same culture. So when they come to the Spanish club, we're like, it's not that hard. We can help you to manage that. You can learn that very easily and you can find a shoulder to lean on with us. So we teach them how to speak and how to write in English and Spanish.
Learning English has allowed them to make connections with other kids.
The most important thing is that we give them an opportunity to represent each other, just to see themselves as a part of the whole country, that even if they're in the United States, they can still represent their country and their roots, their culture.
The most rewarding part is when I find myself having a conversation with them and they, out of nowhere, will say stuff that we learn in the Spanish club. I would feel very proud when I see that they have learned something that we taught them.
The kids that they're interacting with are always receiving a very positive message from them. So when it was time to think about the award for this year and who we should nominate, they were the first names that we thought of. For Girl of the Year, we'll go to Ashley and Arlin Benavides del Rosario. In their relatively short time that they've been here, like their contribution has been big.
If I had to describe the club in one word,
family, maybe.
Family, yeah, actually. It is definitely a second home.
Something that you will feel that you're part of. Something that you felt that you were welcome to. That the people here were not just like your co-workers, but they were just your family. The Nantucket Boys and Girls Club has helped me realize that the kids, they're part of the next generation. So as you learn with them, you realize that you can also teach them. Be like, okay, we can shape you for the future, to have a better future.
The twins are a great example of what this club is about. Diversity, inclusion, community. You know, these girls encompass a lot of our core values.